Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 11:30 a.m. parenting Q&A on the Empowered Parents group. Thank you to all of you that will join me today, and thank you to all of those who will even watch later because this topic is something that you battle with as well. I chose the topic because I have received so many comments, so many questions from parents asking, why did I get so angry? I do not like the person I am when I am so angry, but I cannot help myself. I do not like how angry I am, not just with my kids. I do not like how angry I get with my partner. And often it is the ones around us that we value the most and that we love the most that have to cop this anger that we have within ourselves. So here's the hard part, guys. The anger that you feel is little about the people around you as much as it is linked to emotions within you that have not been worked with, have not been dealt with, have not been addressed. So yes, we have situations, we have incidences that have happened that are asking to be resolved, and if we don't, they keep playing out. There's emotions in our body that play out if the emotion hasn't been addressed and hasn't been worked through. It's a story that we hold on to that has emotion, that has triggers around it, that has resistance around it, that if it hasn't been worked on, when external situations play out, it's like our trigger buttons have been pushed. So how do we deactivate those trigger buttons so that we do not have to respond in anger? What do you do? How do you handle it? As for me, I do not feel angry anymore. Honest, I feel no anger anymore. Why? Not because I am supernatural or anything. I feel no anger because I do not need to feel angry anymore. Awareness is key. So if I can do this and the clients I work with do this, you can do this too. There is no need to react in anger. There is no need to feel the emotion of anger anymore. And you know what happens once we do not feel the emotion of anger? We are able to deal with the situation with so much more clarity, with so many options that we have to respond to because we have now dealt with anger. Do you understand what I mean by that? So put in a question in the comments box if you are struggling with understanding why it could be that you wouldn't have to respond in anger. Could it be because all your life you have been around people that demonstrated anger and felt that they got what they want? Did you have a parent that responded to situations in anger, and subconsciously, of course subconsciously, you realize that okay, anger seems to get you what you want? And subconsciously, guys, 95% of our actions come from our subconscious mind than it does from our conscious mind. So as we make choices subconsciously, we find ourselves choosing to respond in anger because some way unconsciously we believe that we meet our objective through it. I'll get you to ask yourself, is there somewhere a belief? Be completely honest with yourself. Is there a belief on any level that being angry gets you what you want? And maybe it is true. You have got what you want in the past when you raised your voice or expressed anger. And with your kids, so parents expressing anger, it is the way possibly a parent has modeled, or they have learned along the way that when they say, I hear parents say this all the time, I put my foot down and I claimed what I wanted and she jumped on board, or my child jumped on board, or my child listened to what I had to say. But I'm going to get you to question, going to get you to question yourself, did that work in the long term? Did it get you the result that you really want? Our core innermost need is for love and connection. Did this increase the amount of love and connection that you are seeking for with your child when you displayed anger? Most likely not. So here it is. I do not respond in anger anymore. I don't need to. I know I have choices, and my choices can only be made known because I have worked with the anger that had been suppressed within me for so long. I work with anger in a 5-stage process. I've got thought models that I work with where we can understand the thought that precedes the emotion of anger, which causes the action of raising our voice, giving us the result of anything and everything opposite of the love and connection that we are really seeking. So you have choices, like I realized I had choices, like my clients realized they have choices and no longer need to choose anger. Can you imagine a life where you never needed to feel angry? Think about anger. It is an emotion that builds up in the body before you raise your voice, before you get angry. So working backwards, it's an emotion that picks up, could be your chest, could be your throat, swelling up, feeling the resistance, and from there it comes out. It starts with a thought. So I would love to share with you more. If you'd like to know what has how this has come up and how you can work through it, I am running through through understanding anger on a deeper level on my webinar coming up, emotional resilience for kids, on my meetup topic coming up on anger management for parents. So I look forward to seeing you there, where I will be taking you through the process of how you can work with anger. So I want you to realize that anger is not your only choice. When you feel you need to react in anger, know that there is a thought that's preceding it. Know that there are other ways you can be expressing emotion without going into anger. Know that anger is what's happening within you due to past events that have not that are asking to be resolved, past stories that are asking to be shifted. The energy around them is asking to be shifted. So I ask you to be curious about what is happening within you. That's when we become empowered. Empowered parenting is about taking the power back, not having the need to respond anymore or to react in emotions that in the long run just don't serve us, just don't make us feel good about who we are and feel good about the relationships that we are in. Often you will find that even though you might not feel all that much anger with your child, that you feel it with a partner. So there is no need for all of that, because you are the common denominator. It is affecting you. Your anger, you might think, is affecting your child. It's affecting you as much as it is affecting the people around you. So let's take back control. Let's be that happy parent our child would love and thrive in an environment. This is where confidence comes from, but it takes confidence in parenting comes from, but it takes courage. So courage, commitment, consistency brings the confident, empowered parent. That's my 4 C's of empowered parenting. Jump on one of my events. I've got so many free events coming up next week. Click on the link to register for your free event and come and find out why you don't need to be angry ever again. See you all. Have a lovely time. Bye.